I really like the annotation feature in Codex, and you can use it in a few different ways. First one you can do is just like normally when you have a chat, sometimes you copy some text and put in the chat and ask questions about that text. In Codex, it's really easy. You can just highlight this one and it pops up, add to chat, and you can say, explain this. But even better is that it doesn't send straight away, because now you can actually look for another one, and then you can like ask even the second question, right? Explain this also. So now you put the two things together with each text has its own annotation. So now you can hop over this and you can have a look. So this way you give Codex better context and more coherent as well. So this is the first thing. And once you're done here, you can click send. You will send both highlighted text plus your comments. And the second one is that, again, when you highlight something, you can send more details. This is just pop up a quick instant chat. Actually, doesn't have to be instant. You can use a different level of intelligence here. But the way it just does is really quick kind of explanation of the things you highlighted. But the cool thing about this one is you also can, if you think this result is actually quite interesting and can add to, is quite valuable context for next conversation you want to have, and you can just add Codex. Now you actually put it in the main chat as well. And then now Codex will have more context for the next turn. And then now, next thing is, again, when you highlight something, you can add inside chat. And this is really useful when actually you have maybe a currently running agent doing something here. It's not finished yet, but you do, like you saw some result, or maybe previous turn, you want to add something more. And then so you can highlight something and it start set chat will have all the context as well, but it's not stopping the current running process. All right, that's everything within the main chat. But the next one is actually I really like is like, let's say you have some changes Codex made, and you click on this diff view. So you're gonna have different diffs here, and you actually can comment on this one. So you can say why I need this. Right, and the same thing is like the annotation one. You can add multiple comments. And before you send, hop over, it had the line number of your code change, and also your comment on this. So this is really useful when Codex made some changes. You might have a small tweak you want to do, and you want to ask or explain some changes. And sometimes again, certain changes maybe you want to add 2 or 3 comments together to make the conversation more coherent. And the next one is this here, the web view. So we all actually know that you have a browser built in to Codex now. And when you open that, you can click this little button, annotate, and you can mark over anything, and you can ask questions about this one. So actually, normally you don't have this show, just like comments, like, make this bigger, or whatever, right? Same thing, and then you can add to the chat, and then do whatever. But this annotation, the cool thing about this one is because of web view, and they also have this actual menu bar, you actually can change, say, let's say opacity to 0.8, and it's sent to that. You can actually see it's actually changing the CSS, ask Codex to change the CSS property. You highlighted the part you wanted. Once you do that, you also can take a screenshot, save in the clipboard, and paste in the entire screenshot as well. So I think that's also very useful.